Let's go back a little bit.
Alrighty.
Your UFC debut was supposed to happen in July, and then food poisoning the day of. You don't get to do it. So just talk about, I guess, the emotion of that, of being so close to the UFC debut, and then it to go away right at the last minute.
It was one of the worst weeks of my life because you do all the hard stuff. You make weight, you do everything you're supposed to, and then you don't get to do what you're there for. It was a terrible experience. What's
the rebound? I mean, what's the move after that? Because, again, I mean, you've got this nice momentum in your career, and then you said it's a horrible week. How do you get your head back on the right track and in the right space?
I was back to it on that Monday, just getting ready for the next opportunity.
Very nice. So then you get rebooked a couple months later, not necessarily right away, but
yeah.
You got to come over to Poland to get it done. So when this opportunity was presented to you, I wonder, exciting because you get to go travel and do something different, or kind of a pain in the butt because you got to travel and get used to the time zones? What was the feeling like?
I jumped on it. I was excited. I mean, I get paid to fight and travel. It doesn't get better than that. Very
nice. You're just a few days out now. I wonder, I mean, food poisoning, I don't know how you prevent that, but I mean, are you like taking precautions? Is there concerns to make sure something like that doesn't happen again?
Very much so. Like myself and my coach, we brought a ton of our own food, all kinds of stuff, just staying away from anything at all, basically. Only known things.
Fighting Lena Landsberg, a tough girl. What are your thoughts on her as an opponent? Because, I mean, of course, her debut was tough, but she's going against one of the best in the world in a different weight class.
Yeah.
You know, and then she comes back, picks up a win in a hard fight. What do you think about her as an opponent?
She's a very tough opponent, and she likes her clinch game. That's about all you're going to get as far as that goes.
Yeah. Do you like the matchup better? I mean, were you hoping that they put the original matchup back together for you?
I was definitely willing to do that, but I was excited for this one too. Honestly, anybody they give me at this point, I'm going to jump on it.
Very cool. You didn't get to make your debut, but I do wonder, going through the whole process, I mean, you're still young, you're still early in your career. I mean, is there any benefit to going through an entire fight week? I mean, doing the photos, the media, the whatever, that maybe could help you this time around?
Definitely, because I know what's coming now. I know what I have to do. And there are some blessings because it was in Vegas. I got to go to the Institute for the first time and meet the nutritionist. I got to meet everybody there. So I learned some things. Silver lining.
Are there still, I don't say nerves, I mean, octagon jitters, just excitement level? I mean, does this feel the same as last time, or does it feel different than the last time around?
Every fight feels the same, and every opponent's the most dangerous person in the world.
That's a nice way to look at it. High expectations for you. I mean, you've done so well so early in your career. I think a lot of people, you know, in the know, so to speak, believe that you can be something special in this division. Do you feel those type of expectations on you? And are you okay with people saying, you know, this is somebody maybe special?
Well, that's better than saying, well, that person kind of sucks. But, you know, I don't really know how to respond to that. Besides, I don't really look at it as other people's expectations, that kind of thing. It's just, for me, it's one step at a time. And it always has been for my very first amateur fight. This is the next step. So I don't really get that in depth with it.
Interesting. Do you have, I mean, with that in mind, I mean, do you have long-term goals? Do you let yourself think ahead to where you want to be a year, 2 years down the road, or is it really just dialing into right now?
Absolutely not. Whoever they give me, that's everything up to that moment. That's all that matters. Up to that fight. After this fight, then I'll start planning for the next one.
Very nice. How do you see this fight going down? You mentioned her clinch game, you know, being tough. How do you see this fight playing out?
I think she's a tough opponent, and you'll just have to watch.